The winter session of Parliament set to begin today. Proceedings on day one are expected to be adjourned after paying tribute to two sitting MPs of the Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha MP Murli Deora, who passed away early this morning. The month-long session is likely to be a stormy one, with the Modi government looking to clear 67 bills that have been pending in the House. But it faces a tough challenge from the opposition in the Rajya Sabha. The insurance reform bill tops the government's agenda. The Trinamool has already made it clear that it will oppose FDI in insurance and will hold protests outside Parliament opposing the move. The opposition's tone already set, with the Trinamool and the Samajwadi Party not attending the all-party meet. I beg your pardon. Called by the centre on Sunday. The Congress, however, has not made its position clear on the insurance bill. The party, however, is set to take up the issue of black money. The BJP, remember, had promised to bring black money stashed abroad back within 100 days of coming to power. While the NDA has the required numbers in the Lok Sabha, it's the upper house where it faces the real challenge. The strength of the BJP is just 42 in the Rajya Sabha. Headlines today's Ankit Tyagi reports on how the Congress, Trinamool and other non-NDA parties are converging to make the passage of the Modi government's legislative agenda difficult in the upper house.
While the BJP enjoys an absolute brute majority in Lok Sabha, the game changes when it comes to the House of Elders in Rajya Sabha. BJP here has 43 MPs. The NDA allies have 21, and the friendly parties of the BJP, AIDMK, NCP and BJD have 23 others. This combined strength puts the government's total numbers in the Rajya Sabha at 87, which is way below the halfway mark. On the other side, the Congress has 68 MPs, while the other opposition parties, Left, Samajwadi Party, BSP, TMC, all of them combined together have 63 MPs. This is an effective combined opposition strength at 131, which is way above the halfway mark, and enough numbers to scuttle the best laid plans of Narendra Modi government.
For more, let's get in a word from our Deputy Editor Brijesh Pandey, who's with us live this morning from outside Parliament. Also with us in our studios, our Executive Editor Javed Ansari. We also have with us Mr. T.R. Ramachandran, political analyst. I want to come to you first, Brijesh Pandey. A stormy session expected, but day one likely to be adjourned today.
Well, yes, Simi, because two sitting Lok Sabha member of parliaments, one from TMC, another from BJD, they have passed away. And apart from that, Congress Rajya Sabha member Murli Deora passed away early in the morning. So it is expected that both houses of the parliament would be adjourned. But yes, it's going to be an extremely stormy session because, you know, the seeds of this session was laid last week when the TMC member of parliament was arrested in Sharda scam. And then it led to a war of words between TMC leader Mamata and the BJP. So it looks like, you know, the opposition will try its level best to make sure to set this message to the BJP that since it doesn't has the requisite majority in the Rajya Sabha, it will have to play ball with them. And it looks like that the BJP will have to do real real hard bargaining to make sure that, you know, that the several important bills passes through. In the matter of related to insurance bill, they are very hopeful because they have acceded to Congress request of sending it to select committees bill, and they are saying that once it comes out of the select committee bill, then it looks like that the Congress will support the bill. But on the matters of related to other bills, they are very, very jittery about it. Simi?
Right, Brijesh, stay on with us. Let's also get a word from Javed Ansari, who's with us in our studios. Javed Ansari, the Trinamool Congress and the Samajwadi Party setting the tone of the opposition in that all-party meeting that was called by the Prime Minister on Sunday. The TMC boycotting the meet, Samajwadi Party also giving it a miss. The Congress, of course, trying to get everyone on board to work as a united opposition.
Well, certainly, while the opposition will try and band together, and they also need to resist this temptation, especially the Congress, of paying back the BJP. Because let's not forget, in the last 3 years of the UPA 2, BJP had made it absolutely impossible for the Congress to pass any legislative business, especially in the Rajya Sabha, because they were using their numerical strength. Now the Congress is leveraging the same numbers to try and get back at the BJP. But you know, parliamentary democracy calls for a degree of bipartisanship, and it's expected that our elected representatives will try and reach out and find a way out to at least pass bills and legislative business, which is absolutely crucial to the nation's well-being.
All right, so the Congress has a lot of ammunition with which it is looking at hitting out at the government. Priyanka Chaturvedi, what is the Congress party's strategy going to be? Is the party looking at stalling proceedings like the way the BJP was doing in under the UPA government?
I'm sorry, your voice is breaking, Simi. I can't hear you clearly. So you'll have to repeat your question again.
Priyanka, I was asking you if what the Congress party's strategy will be in this session. We saw how the BJP behaved in the UPA government with repeated appeals going from the Prime Minister and the Parliamentary Affairs Minister asking for discussions, but they weren't allowed. Is the Congress likely to adopt a similar strategy?
No, I'd just like to mention one thing very categorically. Congress, as an opposition, we have been maintaining that we'll be a responsible opposition. If enough space and enough time is allocated to us for discussion on every pending bill, we will cooperate with the government. We are interested in the nation progressing and progressing faster. Unlike what the BJP did while they were in opposition, while we were in power, they behaved very badly. That is totally going against the spirit of democracy, which you would not see us doing. But yes, we would want enough opportunity, enough time and enough space to understand what are the amendments that have been made and what are the changes that have been made on the bills that we were trying to push through. So having said that, anything which is, which would benefit the people of the country, we would support it.
All right, let's also get a word from Mr. T.R. Ramachandran, who's with us live this morning. Mr. Ramachandran, how do you see these dynamics playing out in Parliament? The BJP can push through legislations in the Lok Sabha, but when it comes to the Rajya Sabha, it's at the mercy of the opposition.
I think that situation remained even when the UPA, led by the Congress, was in power. The situation is not going to alter itself anytime soon, because the gap that needs to be filled for the BJP is pretty high. Vacancies have arisen in the recent past to the Rajya Sabha from various states, and so far the BJP has done well in winning a substantial number of them. But that is not really enough for them to get to the halfway mark or a little more than that. So that will have to wait as far as the BJP is concerned. In the overall analysis, the BJP also realizes that it finds itself in a very difficult scenario. It has a very ambitious agenda as far as the legislative business of Parliament is concerned. There are several issues on which the opposition, which does not really have a tremendous numerical strength, except that if bills are passed in the Lok Sabha because the BJP has a majority on its own, it could hit a huge stumbling block in the Rajya Sabha because they are in a woeful minority. Therefore, I think the BJP-led NDA will have to undertake a very delicate balancing act, try its very best to evolve a consensus between all the parties on the floor of the House, especially the Congress, and as well as the regional satraps who to some extent rule the roost as well. So in the overall analysis, the job at hand is tricky, and the kind of program that the BJP has set for itself in the 22 days of the current winter session is a Herculean task to achieve. Nevertheless, I think at some point of time they are likely to taste the same medicine that they provided to the Congress while it was in power. I do agree with Priyanka ji of the Congress party that the Congress has indeed been on most occasions cooperative and has tried to push through measures in which it believes that it can do a lot of good to the people at large in this country. Now, whether that situation really arises with the GST or that matter the insurance bill, which has been referred to a select committee, is something that we will have to wait and see. But I don't think the NDA, the BJP-led NDA, will really be able to, have its agenda fulfilled in the 22 days ahead when a parliament is going to meet.
All right, Priyanka Chaturvedi, I want a quick answer from you. Is the Congress likely to also stage protests on the issue of black money, considering that the BJP had promised to get it back into the country within 100 days of coming to power?
No, absolutely. There are a few concerns that we are going to raise as far as not just the black money, even their U-turn as far as insurance bill is concerned, land reform changes that they're talking about. So there are lots of pending issues that need to be discussed. That's why as soon as the debate started, I said as long as the government gives us enough time to discuss and debate loads of other issues that have been pending, we would support them. But the support also means that they are willing to listen and argue on issues that concern the nation. So whatever issues that we have, whether it's with regards to black money and the various promises, his various foreign tours, various promises that have, they have made to the people of the country, we are going to raise those issues.
Right, and Javed Ansari, what according to you would the BJP strategy be, especially in the upper house?
Look, there is no other way out. They need to reach out to the opposition, especially the principal opposition, the Congress party, and they should be accommodative. They should be open to reason and to accommodation. And if there are some genuine concerns that the opposition has, that has to be taken on board, or else a majority of the legislative agenda will not succeed in the upper house.
All right, thanks so much, Priyanka Chaturvedi, for coming and speaking to us live this morning. Thanks so much, Mr. T.R. Ramachandran. Also, unfortunately, we not managed to retain Mr. G.V.L. Narasimha, who would also like to comment on what the BJP strategy would be in the session of Parliament. Of course, day one likely to be adjourned following the death of sitting MPs Javed Ansari and Brijesh Pandey. Also, thanks so much for bringing us the latest on this story.